All right, bless. So I want to have a conversation, and this is very important. You see, when it comes to these government of these countries, especially, let me just kind of fine tune on my country, Jamaica, where I'm seeing a system of government where the government doesn't listen to people anymore. I'm seeing a system of government where the government just try to make decisions based on what they think and not make decisions based on listening to what the people have to say and then come and sit around a table and have a conversation with its representatives and then make a decision based on that complete circle. It's kind of crazy when it comes to this thing, when it comes to the deportee thing, because this is very important. When you listen to the government of Jamaica, and when I say I listen to the government of Jamaica, when I'm listening on the internet and seeing bits of information that is not presented to Jamaican people, especially Jamaican people in the diaspora, right? Who actually are very instrumental in funding Jamaica with remittances and many other things. But not only the Jamaican in the diaspora, I want to talk about the Jamaicans at home, but giving them a voice in the decision making. The governments that we have now they're not interested in hearing the people's voice. They're interested in making decisions by themselves. Let's move a little bit over to even the North America, the world power, United States. Every time they go in a meeting, a lot of times they go into a meeting and a decision is made. When you follow the story, it says they had a closed door meeting because they didn't want the public to be a part of it. They had a closed door meeting for national security. They had a closed door meeting. I don't think that no country should be having closed door meeting without the people being a part of it. But it seems normal. And why it seems normal, guess why? We're still in the backmaster system. We're still in the backmaster system. We're still enslaved by a system that is not for productivity. It's for productivity in some wicked ways. It's not positive productivity. It's financial productivity, where people can trick you and do anything they want to do. And then say to you, we made a decision when you weren't there. So why did we vote? Or why did the people vote and give you the power to manage their decisions? And decisions that you're making are not decisions that were put on the plate on the day of the election where people could vote about it. There are a lot of things that are changing. Just like, for example, in America, Donald Trump said before he was elected, he's not going to start any new wars. So a lot of people were behind him. And then he just make a decision without the people's input for a start a war. And the people them say, but we weren't a part of that decision. And Trump says, well, I make it because I'm the president. That's still a king and servant business. That's not what democracy, what they call it, is, where people have a voice. If it's a thing that people have a voice and they can say, guess what? This is the voice that I want people to hear. The government come to you and say, here, look at this. See the voice here. See the voice what we want to put out. This is the voice I want people to hear. But before I put out this voice, these are the benefits of this voice. These benefits that you get, we are the negatives. So, and then present it to the people, and the people say, sir, we can tweak the voice there a little bit. We can tweak the message there a little bit. Or we can, so it is more beneficial to the people. Even if we have to give up something like politics, negotiation, like those things. It have to happen with the people. But our little government, and I'm speaking directly about Jamaica now, but a lot of people can relate, as with their governments back home or back with them there. Still employ that backmaster kind of government. We just do and make a decision without having a conversation with the people. That don't make no sense. That can't make any sense at all. And it's been going on for a long time. But I understand why. Because it's a backmaster system and we've been coming from that system. We've not evolved ourselves to a better system because the problem is the system that keeps the rich rich and the poor poor. It probably is. Right? My heart actually goes out to the voters, the people who actually vote in an election for the party that wins, and see that after them vote, the party is actually in total contrast to what they are voted for, and they have no voice until the next 5 years to vote again. For the people who voted for the next party, I must say to you, probably we really need to have a conversation with the other party voters that voted and are disgruntled about the decisions that they made. Find a way how to have that open conversation and not have that conversation. So something can evolve from this system that is greater. We're in a digital age now. You can go on your phone and go up and check your bank account, and everything is like there. Nobody can go in there unless them have your face ID, or you tell them, like, it's so secure. Even in countries like Canada, where you log into your taxes, there's so much ways to build security and communication with the people. Because a lot of people are going to say to me, that's a system, we can't change it. And if you try to change it to digital, where everybody can vote digitally on issues, people can hack it. People hacking the paper. And they've been hacking the paper for a long time. See, even in America, they're talking about voter fraud everywhere. So why we don't move to some different kind of government where the people's voice are more important than it is right now? The people's voice are part of the discussion and not just politicians' voice, the politician's voice. Why? When are we gonna get there? This is a crazy thing, We're in a situation where we're enslaved by the people who we elect to lead. The voice is cut short. We can't talk again. Remember, we elect them to serve with the professionalism for a 5-year period. We can have a lot better systems in place. Enough respect.